morning, friends. I thought it would be fun to vlog a little bit today. I don't know if I'm being too quiet, but I'm the only one awake in the house right now, I think. Well, she's awake. But we're gonna go on a few adventures this weekend and do some Halloween decorating, so I thought I'd take you along for that. Probably some knitting. I'm getting a new neck phone holder thing so I can video. Anyway, I hope you have a good time and let's go. We've almost left. Both of us have gone in and out of the house at least a few times, but on to Carytown. Oh, that's good. What is in yours?
Salmon, avocado.
Cucumber?
Huh?
Is that cucumber?
Yeah. Good morning. It is, what day is it? Today's Sunday because yesterday was Saturday. So, oh, There's the camera. Wow, this is turning out really well. Good morning. I thought I'd jump on here and, I don't know, continue the vlog. Should be interesting. I'm sitting here working on my sockhead slouch hat. This is Coast to Coast yarn. Colorway is Woodpile. This is an old colorway. I don't think she dyes this one anymore. And unfortunately, I am definitely finding pieces where I'm having to cut it off because of moth damage, but it hasn't been too bad. And I've finally gotten past the 4 inches of ribbing. I am testing out whether I like this pattern to make a few of them for Christmas presents. So this one is mine, and we will see how long it takes me. I mean, it is still just shy of mid-October, so I do have plenty of time to knit 2 hats, especially since they're not musselburgh hats that take up an entire skein of yarn, and for me, just a long time, because also I'm not a monogamous knitter. So yesterday, let's do a quick recap because we had a lot of fun going out into the city. We went to Carytown, which holds a very special place in my heart. I used to go a lot as a child, and it was almost like Christmas morning going there because there are so many unique shops and little boutiques and fun, weird things to get into. So I got some footage of that. We started at a bagel shop called Chewy's, and it is probably one of my favorite bagel shops. And I've got a little bit of footage of what we ordered there. I used to live not far from Chewy's, and every once in a while I'd go on a Saturday and grab a bagel and maybe get a couple extra to throw in the freezer for a later time. And we haven't done as much since I've moved out of the city, but if we were going on a trip, especially a convention, we would go and stop by there and grab a bagel on our way out of town. So it was nice going and hanging out there, and it really wasn't as busy as I thought it was going to be for a Saturday in Carytown. But I think it's because we got there a little bit before lunch, and is definitely, I'm sure, going to pick up not long after that. So got our bagels, and then we went into a shop called For the Love of Chocolate. And this store is a store that I have been going to since I was a child. And in particular, my Aunt Carmen would take me when I would go visit her, and she would make us some of the best food just thrown together out of whatever she had in her cabinets. And we would sit and have that and then eat chocolate that we had purchased from For the Love of Chocolate. This is their second location. They did eventually get a larger location, and they need it. I mean, during the holidays, it is a madhouse in there. Madhouse. So I'm gonna plan ahead for Nate's nephew's stockings. They're approaching teenage age, but they still seem really, I mean, who wouldn't want a stocking full of chocolate, seriously? And it's like the good stuff too. So I'll probably be going back there, I don't know, in mid to late November. But we found some really cool stuff in there. We got, I think near the end, I think one of the last clips that I captured, we got an Oreo, a chocolate dipped Oreo that looked like an eyeball, another one that looked like a spider web, and a couple other fun treats. So we walked around there for a little while, and then we made our way to, I think the next stop was Merrymaker. And that is my favorite store for going and getting fancy pens. I try to buy any birthday cards that I give to people from there. And I'll even go in there and buy a birthday card for someone, and their birthday might not be for 6 months, just because their inventory rotates so quickly. Sometimes they'll have wrapping paper, really nice wrapping paper on sale. It's still a little more expensive than what most people would probably want to spend on wrapping paper, but I think sometimes adding a few extra dollars into the wrapping paper and the ribbon and that kind of thing can make it even more exciting. So we had 4 birthday cards to buy, and then we got this Lucky Cat garland where I'm gonna try to figure out where to put it up, and if I put it up before the end of this vlog, I will show you a little video of that. After that, we went to my favorite kitchen store. A lot of my favorite stores, clearly in Carytown, but my favorite kitchen supply store is called Ladles and Linens, and we got a couple things there. Some of them I don't know how exciting they would be for you. Like I got an oven thermometer because something happened to my last one. Not sure what, but I need a new one for my oven. And then what else did we get? I got the cutest ghost mug. So cute. Last one that they had. Ladles and Linens, I will always go around Christmas or right after, and they'll have really nice Christmas mugs that are discounted. And the lady actually told me that they weren't getting a huge shipment of Christmas mugs this year, so I needed to not wait. Let's see, what else did we get from there? Oh, we got this popcorn. It's called Poppy popcorn. And in fact, no, I won't go grab it. I will just try to get a picture of it. So, and like pop the picture in here. But it was pimento cheese popcorn, and they had a couple of different flavors that I would really love to try. They had some really cute Halloween spooky season themed things at the front of the store that I got footage of, and I know I got something else and I just can't remember what it is now. I don't know. And then the last place that we went to, shocker, my favorite Asian market, called Tokyo Market. We went in and got some pantry supplies like mirin and soy sauce and one of my favorite crunchy garlics. They sell it there for way cheaper than most other places do. And got a canned iced coffee. Oh, we got some really cute chopsticks. So, and it was just nice. It's nice to see the staff there. They're so sweet and helpful, and chatted with them for a little bit while we were checking out. And it's starting to rain. It's pouring down rain outside, or at least it was a few minutes ago. I think it's going to be on and off all day. So we decided to head out of the city, and I was just having so much fun walking around sort of my old neighborhood. There was a couple other stores where if we hadn't already spent so much time and so much money, I probably would have hit them up too, but we just had other stuff that we wanted to do yesterday, which I didn't really film because it was like going to Aldi and getting vinegar and staples like that, and also maybe a pumpkin mug. And then Whole Foods, because there are some very specific things that I like to buy there. And then heading home. I think we went to the bank, and then yeah, came back here and kind of did our own thing. I edited my Montpelier video that just uploaded actually, and started thinking about what day I wanted to record a regular episode. I might do that tomorrow because I'll have the house to myself. I mean, it's fine if Nate's here when I'm recording, but I feel a little self-conscious about it, even though I shouldn't. But he'll be hanging out at his dad's for most of the day, so I'll get a little time in for that. And then we watched Sleepy Hollow, And look, I know that Johnny Depp was canceled, but I just love that movie so much. It's one of my favorite Halloween movies. Maybe I should call this section of the video my favorite Halloween things. But we watched that, so spooky season watching continues. And ate the pimento popcorn and our spooky season Oreos. And then I read a little bit. I'm reading, as I finished my vampire book, I'm reading Before We Say Goodbye by Toshikatsu Kawaguchi. I don't have the slipcover on it, but I'm almost done. I'll probably finish that after I finish recording this and getting caught up on Vlogtober so that I can keep going with Dead Man's Walk, which is the first or third book in the Lonesome Dove series by Larry McMurtry, depending on what order you choose to read in. I started the audiobook for that one last week when I finished Empire of the Vampire, and I'm just gonna do audio and physical book until that one's finished, and then I'll be at, I think, 4 or 5 books. Well, when I finish Dead Man's Walk, I'll be at 5 books for October. So I need 2 more after that to wrap up in October, and then as long as I get 6 books in November and 6 books in December, I'll be set for my stretch goal of 75 books for the year. So that's exciting. And so I read my book for a little bit. I think this happened not the last time I recorded, but my last regular episode, I believe it was episode 12, where I had my CPAP reminder to clean my CPAP machine go off in the middle of the video. So now I get to splice 2 videos together again. Yay! Actually, I'm gonna be splicing a lot of videos together. It's fine. But maybe I need to start recording after that alarm or change the alarm. So that'll be fun. Definitely not recording that today. What was I talking about? I was reading. Oh yeah, I read and then went to bed. And had a pretty lazy morning so far. It's been nice. Watched some YouTube videos, been knitting, put some finishing touches on my, I like making little commercials for my videos. Those are fun. Put a finishing touch on that and uploaded everything. I would really like to start decorating the porch today. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I'm mainly going to do some fun stuff with the front door, simple fun stuff with the front door. And I'm going to take this skeleton. This is skeleton. Zeth is over there. Those are characters from the Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson. We've got Kaladin and Zeth, and they are going to be dressed up like kind of like skeleton ghosts. And I'll have them hanging from either side of the stairs on the front porch. And that might be it. It's just decorating the door and then hanging them up. And that should kind of be the end of my... Oh no, I also have battery operated orange and purple outdoor lights that I'm gonna string up on the railings of the porch at some point. But we'll see how bad the rain is to see if I actually get that piece done today. But even if I just got the door decorated and maybe the fabric cut for Kaladin and Zeth, that would be good. I'm gonna miss having them hanging out. They're hanging out on the other speaker on the other side of the couch. That's why I keep pointing over there. I'm gonna miss having them hang out there, but after Halloween, I'll bring them back in. And I was thinking I could kind of decorate them for different occasions. That could be fun. I can make sweaters for them and hats for them, and yeah, we'll see. just have a lot of fun with them. So yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing I've got planned for today. I was thinking about making some potato soup this weekend. I don't know if I feel like messing up my kitchen or not. We have plenty of food already that we could be eating. So, oh, that just reminds me, I need to freeze some soup that I made last week before it goes bad. And probably just keep knitting and maybe start watching Scream. I like watching the first 3. The 4th Scream was pretty terrible. And I haven't watched the one that came out, I guess, a few years ago. So maybe if I can get through those 3 over the next few days, I can watch the latest one that's come out. We'll see. So knitting, decorating, cooking dinner at some point. Got a few organizing projects that we might do this afternoon. And that might be my day. So I don't know how much more I'm going to record today. I did get like a neck, like you guys know what this means. One of those neck things where it'll hold your phone. So I could record myself knitting. So if I finish setting that up, I think I'm looking for my phone and I'm recording with it. I have to put a magnet on the back of my phone to attach it to this neck thing, and then we'll test that out. So that is another thing I would like to test out today. And other than that, it's just gonna be a lazy rainy Sunday at home, and we'll see what I get into tomorrow. I have the day off, so maybe I'll make the potato soup then. Not sure. More to come. Thanks for joining me on this vlog. See how it really turns out. Okay, bye. Time for my tea and my cute new little ghost mug and some squash and vegetable soup. Delicata squash, actually, my new obsession. Some knitting, and then we're gonna wrap up watching all the Vlogtobers that I'm following that I posted last night. See you later. Good morning. We had a very lazy day yesterday. We did wrap up the evening with watching Buffy and some YouTubers, and then just went to bed. I knitted and just kind of hung out around the house. We just showered, and I'm gonna do some laundry, and we're gonna go out to lunch with Nate's dad and maybe swing by Spirit Halloween. And then at some point today, I am going to shop my stash. I guess you can't see all my yarn. I shop my stash and start building, especially up there, the Advent for my Skein yarn shop. Advent swap buddy. It was hard to say for some reason. I'll get as much footage as I can, but just checking in. See you later. Okay, so I think this is where we end things for the vlog. We went to lunch, didn't get any footage there, but that's okay. And then went to Spirit Halloween. That was a bit extra. Got some footage. It's very loud. Lots of children screaming, stuff going on. But I got a couple things for the house for decorations, and then I came home and decorated like crazy. I'll put in some pictures of the decorations, and just been switching from working on my hat to finishing this pair of socks so that when I film a regular episode, probably this upcoming weekend, I'll have some more finished objects for you. So thanks for following me along on my first real guess, vlog experience in a very long time. Probably only the like second or third one I've ever done. And I hope you have a great week. Bye.